Keto family, it's time to rock and chop. It's a beautiful day down here in South Louisiana. My name is Barry and I am the Cajun Keto Chef. Today we have a Cajun classic that's gonna blow your socks off. It is a pork fricassee. It's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait to knock that one out. Follow me to the kitchen. We're gonna rock and chop. Hello Keto family, we are back in the kitchen and here we have the beautiful Holy Trinity. We've been blessed here in Louisiana. Also, we have a flour substitute. Check out my video on how to make a roux. It's awesome, my friends. And we have my new go-to seasoning. It's Cajun 180. Oh my goodness, you will love it. And of course we have garlic, a couple bay leaves, and talking about, since it is a pork fricassee, we have to have pork. And we have tasso, which is one that I actually cured and smoked. It is, oh my God, here in Louisiana, we know what this tastes like, but outside of Louisiana, you probably don't. It's wonderful. And also, I have some homemade bacon that I made. It's gonna be awesome. And we got some cubed up Boston butt. We're gonna throw this in the pot here in a moment and get it rocking and chopping, my friends. All right, we're getting ready to knock out the roux. I have a flour substitute. Check out my video on the low carb roux. Also, I wanted to mention that I use pretty much all cast iron around here. This is an old antique Griswold. It's a large logo. It actually cooks better than about any cast iron that I've ever purchased before. So anyway, y'all check out these Griswolds and hopefully y'all can find one around your house. All right, I'm getting ready to throw in a half a cup of avocado oil. And you can use many different ones. You can use lard. There's many different, you can actually use butter. But anyway, we're gonna use avocado oil, half a cup, and the half a cup of my flour substitute. And we're gonna knock out this roux. We're getting it done right now, my friends. What my goal is we wanna get it to not quite the color of a gumbo roux. We want to get it a little bit lighter than that. The color roux that we want to knock out today is going to be kind of a latte color, not quite dark as the gumbo roux. So we're going to show you the color of it here in a moment. All right, we're back working on this roux. And now we're not going to get it dark like the traditional gumbo. This is about the color we want. We're going to turn the fire off and we're going to work on the pork. So we'll be right back, my friends. All right, we're gonna add about a tablespoon or so of avocado oil, just enough to coat the bottom. And the first ingredient is gonna be this homemade bacon. We're gonna rock and chop, get this knocked out. And then we're gonna add, after this, we're gonna add about a third of the Holy Trinity. And I'll explain to y'all in a moment, my friends. All right, we got the Holy Trinity. We're gonna add about 1/3 of this right now. And the Trinity, when I made it, I used 1 bell pepper, 3 onions, and 2 stalks of celery. That's all there was to it. That's the Holy Trinity. So we're gonna cook this down for a little bit to a translucent color. I can smell it already, my friends. I promise you. All your neighbors are gonna come knocking at the door when they smell this. All right, we have got the Trinity like we want it, and the bacon is done. This is gonna be our sacrificial ingredients. Once we get this into the blender, we're gonna have a little slurry that we're gonna add back into the pork fricassee, and it adds a layer of flavoring that you've never seen before. So I want to tell you, we used about 4 ounces of bacon, 4 ounces of the tasso. So we are getting close. So we're going to add it to the blender right now, my friends, with a little bit of stock. All right, we have 1/3 of the Trinity, about 1.5 ounces of tasso, and 4 ounces of cooked bacon. We are ready to rock and chop, my friends. We're going to blend this up for our slurry. We are going to lightly dust it with my flour substitute, and it's going to be amazing, my friends. So we're going to hit both sides, and then we're going to throw it in the pot. All right, the next thing is the Boston butt that's been lightly coated with my substitute, my flour substitute. And of course we hit it up with Cajun 180, my new go-to. Excited about it, my friends. All right, we are going to go ahead and spread it out a little bit. And it's important not to keep on stirring it every couple seconds. It's good to get that little sear on the bottom of each piece. So we're going to let it sit there for a little while before we hit it up anymore. And remember, Cajun 180, we got a promo code if you look on the bottom, and you get a 10% discount, my friends. All right, we're getting close. And do you see that beautiful gris-gris on the bottom? That is exactly where the flavor is, my friends. So we're going to toss this around for a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right. As you can see, we got the beautiful gris-gris on the bottom. We took the pork out. We're going to add what? The Holy Trinity. We have been blessed, my friends. We are going to rock and chop with that. And we got to add the fresh garlic. That's 6 cloves. We're going to let this cook down for a little bit. And we'll go to the next step, my friends. We just added the beautiful tasso to give us that beautiful background smoked flavor that we just love here down in Louisiana. And you can see the gris-gris is coming off the bottom. That is some beautiful flavors that you just can't describe. Anyway, we will be right back. All right, we are ready to add the roux. Remember, that's a half a cup. And this is a low carb roux. Don't forget to check out my YouTube video on how to make a low carb roux, my friends. So we're gonna add this to the Trinity and garlic and tasso. And we're gonna let this cook down for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we're gonna add the other ingredients. Yes, indeed. We are definitely rocking and chopping, my friends. Beautifulness at its best. All right, we are getting ready to add the slurry. Remember, that's tasso, bacon, and Trinity. We're going to toss that in there, and I know it looks a little bit whitish in color, but that will work its way out as we cook it down. Oh my God, I promise you, we are smelling some beautiful flavors that I promise you, if you're not from Louisiana, you've never ever witnessed this before. Anyway, we will be back after this cooks down for like 10 or 15 more minutes. The flavor is knocking us out of the house. I'm serious. It's unbelievable. That tasso, that smoked flavor just adds so much extra flavor. It's all about layering flavors, my friend. So many layers will actually kick our you-know-whats. Anyway, we are going to toss this around a little bit, and we'll add our stock here in a moment. We are adding some of my homemade stock. We're adding 4 cups, and we're going to let that cook probably for about 20 or 30 minutes before we add the rest of the meat. I also wanted to mention, y'all, I would love to see y'all subscribe, like, and make a comment on what you would like me to cook next. What Cajun meal would you like to see next? I would love to know. Thank y'all so much. We are cooking it down. We're going to reduce this about half with the pork we're getting ready to add on in. I'm telling you what, I went outside for a little while and came back in, and I promise you, the smell is unbelievable, my friends. So we're going to add this pork into it, and we're going to let it simmer down for about an hour, and we'll be back. One of them tried to escape. All right, it's looking good, my friends. Oh, the smell. Oh, yes, indeed. I did a taste test, And I'm gonna add another tablespoon of Cajun 180. So that makes a total of 2.5 tablespoons. And we are rocking and chopping, and the flavor is coming through. We're gonna reduce this about halfway. We got it cooked down about 1/3, and we're gonna add our last ingredient, green onions. Gotta have that, gotta have some color. And if you notice, another Griswold, a beautiful skillet. Is that beautiful or what, my friends? It's getting right. We're gonna cook it down just a little bit more, and it will be so good. Oh my God, it's gonna be delicious. You can see now how it's starting to thicken up. That's what we want, my friends. We don't want a gumbo, we want a fricassee. I tell you what, the flavors are knocking us out of the room. They are looking delicious. I am fired up. Yes, indeed, my friends. Y'all have got to try this. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I am gonna convert y'all to true Cajuns. Yes, I am. We are finished. Oh my God, we are finally done. We are gonna plate it up, and we are gonna rock and chop and eat up some of this delicious pork fricassee. Y'all are gonna be fired up about this one, I promise you. It's delicious. All right, we are now doing the taste test. I cannot wait to put my spoon in this sucker. Cajun 180. Oh my God, it levels it up. Many different levels. Don't forget, we have the coupon code at the bottom to get a 10% off. Oh my God, those flavors are all coming together. I promise you, we knocked this one out. You want to be a true Cajun? You're gonna have to try this one for yourself. We have been blessed, my friends, by the Cajun spirits. Rock and chop.